We got a special podcast today. We got a special podcast.
It's the Post-Rise Podcast, CPR and First Aid. Yeah. Sports talk radio, highlighting players playing the game. OG advice, wisdom, and knowledge, plus we entertain. Like, comment, subscribe, tap in and listen to James.
I got to get that, Ernie. Hey, yo, listen. We got a special episode of the Post-Rise Podcast. A special episode. I'm your host, James Arrington, and welcome back to the Post-Rise Podcast. And before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode. We're available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you follow us and share to show your support for the movement as we continue to highlight athletes, leaders, and powerful stories all together. And if you're looking to learn life-saving skills, make sure you visit postrisecpr.com to schedule a CPR, first aid, and AED training for your school, organization, team, or workplace. At Post-Rise, we believe in preparing people for the moments that matter most. So, got a special episode. My next guest is a Walnut Ridge legend. Hold on, I gotta slow this down. This brother got a long resume. This one's for 48, 41. Stand up. 48, 41. Stand up. We got a Walnut Ridge legend in the building. He's also a Columbus, Ohio legend. So this guy, coming out of Walnut Ridge High School in Columbus, he was one of the most explosive big play threats in the state of Ohio. his senior season, he wrapped up 24 touchdowns? No, 24 receptions.
24 receptions.
Okay. For 875 yards. And you know what's crazy? I knew that stat, and I'm still surprised. That's crazy. I had to do my homework as well, even though I saw it firsthand. 13 touchdowns. 36.5 yards per catch. His honors include all city selection, all conference, all area, all state selection. Woo! He's actually on the wall, on that good old wall of fame up at 4841 Walnut Ridge High School right now. You can see his picture. Oh man, this is special. And he wasn't just making plays on offense, on the defensive end of the field. 5 interceptions, 15 pass breakups, 3 punt returns for touchdowns. Yo, that's crazy. He also became an all-star MVP of the Ohio North-South All-Star Game at Crew Stadium. Man, I could take my time on this. I gotta let it breathe. I feel like Hove right now talking on the track. And get this, his quarterback in the game was Brady Quinn. And the team also featured Ben Mock, the Mr. Ohio football winner. In that game, he torched the Ohio Defensive Player of the Year. For 230 yards and 3 touchdowns. Yo. From there, he took that big play ability to Minnesota University, the Golden Gophers, where he became one of the most productive receivers in program history. His Minnesota career includes, from 2004 to 2007, 159 receptions, 2,434 yards, 26 touchdowns, top 3 in all-time Minnesota history in receiving touchdowns, top 6 in all-time receiving yards. My homie, some of y'all know him as Big Play Ern. Some of y'all know him as Ernie Wheelwright. Some of y'all know him as Ernie Wheelwright. Some of y'all know him as Ernest Wheelwright. Some of y'all know him as Fifth Ave Ern. Let's get into it. Ernie, what up, man?
What's up, James, man? How you doing, man? I appreciate the introduction, bro.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Much obliged, my brother.
I'm so inspired, man.
That's pretty dope, man.
Yeah, man. Nah, we got to do it because, it's what the kids call it glazing. I'm going to give you your flowers, Ernie. There was one point where I was in a really bad point in my life. I was at a low point, man. And to see you and, my brother G. Russ and see some of y'all doing y'all's thing, man. Y'all don't realize what y'all did, man. It's a few of y'all.
It, bro.
Yeah, man. Like y'all helped keep me, I was in a really low spot and you brothers helped keep me going, man.
I'm glad you came up off that spot, bro.
Yeah, man. I could have been
with the podcast and everything, man. Family and everything, man. I'm proud of you, bro.
Hey, thank God I'm not a hater. I could have still been in that spot, right?
Facts. But that ain't you, though. That ain't you.
That ain't me, bro. That ain't never been me.
It ain't in your DNA, bro.
It ain't in my DNA. It is not in my pedigree, Ern. Man, we go way back, man. We go way back. First off, before I even start, man, how's your family doing, man?
Man, family's doing great, bro. Just dealing with them, homework, kids.
Yeah.
I was teasing my wife, man. I said we went through elementary, high school, and college, and we still got to get up in the morning.
Nah, that's crazy.
I ain't do all this schoolwork and go back to school, drop them kids off.
That's beautiful, man.
It's definitely a blessing, man. Kids is doing great, man. I got 4 kids. I got 2 boys, 2 girls, and a beautiful wife, man. So, I'm very blessed, man.
You got a
Very
beautiful
blessed.
family, man.
Man,
You
thank
definitely
you,
got a
man.
beautiful
Thank you.
family, man. It's a good, man. It's crazy. Like my daughter, my 3-year-old, trying to get up in here. It's like we fathers
Man,
now.
man,
She's like,
that's
Daddy trying to
crazy,
beat the
man.
door. I'm like, Daddy's busy. Daddy working. But
That's
it's-
why we went so late. I'm like, man, we gotta go to bed, man.
I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're a busy brother. We're gonna get into it, man. Your early life in football beginnings, man. Let's go all the way back, Ern. When did you first fall in love with football?
Man, shoot. Falling in love, it was just a life, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is growing up, even with music. But actually, when you fall in love with hip hop, it's the same thing, bro. It's just in me, bro. Just growing up in that lifestyle with a dad and some older brother and a grandfather who played the game, like, that's all I knew. I mean, not just football, sports, period. I mean, we was in a competitive household. I got 3 brothers and a pops, you know what I'm saying? And, I mean, it was always a competitive household wherever we was at. And even between my moms, you know, she kept the competitiveness going as well. So it's just one of those things, like I said, growing up and having that atmosphere of family and a pretty big family where, you know, you want to outshine the next person. There's no, like you said, no hate. It's just, I just want to be as good as my older brother or take that name as not being Mike's little brother, but they say, you earned big brother. You know what I'm saying?
Man, real talk, man. I wanted to talk about that, man. Your football lineage.
Yeah.
Your football lineage, man. You got football in your DNA, bruh.
Yeah, bro. It's deep, man. My grandfather, Columbus, Ohio native, went to Central High School, man. Graduated from Central High School, went into the Air Force at first, and then he went to Southern Illinois. Graduated there and got drafted to the New York Giants. From the New York Giants, he took off, man. Played running back, 6'5". My dad said he would be more like the Brandon Jacobs. He used to play with the Giants. That's the kind of running back he was.
Wow.
More of a running back / fullback, but big guy. Something you didn't see back then. That type of running back then. I mean, shoot, you barely see that now, but.
Nah, I see the pictures and I'm like, yo, that's a big dude.
big dude. You know what I'm saying? So my father played high school ball. Didn't get to go collegiate ball or anything, but he was from around the way with Archie Griffin and all them. They always said he was one of the top athletes. He ended up playing high school ball in New Orleans at St. Aul's High School, where a lot of guys like I want to say Leonard Fournette came out of there.
Okay.
A lot of top players. St. Aul's, if you're from New Orleans and people just tuned in from New Orleans, St. Aul's High School is one of those high schools, all-boy high schools that's legit like that. And my dad went there, played linebacker. And then I had an older brother who, from Columbus, Ohio, played at Centennial, played quarterback for Centennial, and also played basketball for Centennial. They actually just retired his jersey up at Centennial this year.
Wow.
Shout out to Mike Bell. And then he went to college and played at ODU, Ohio Dominican University. So he played basketball there. And, you know, like I said, it's all I knew was sports. You know what I'm saying? It just was in me.
Wow. Let's give it up for the Wheelwright family, the lineage of football. Now, with all of that football, growing up around, those football, in your family like that, was there any pressure? Like, how was that?
I wouldn't call it pressure. I mean, I think my little brother would probably say different. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different.
Big bro set the bar high too.
Yeah, but it'd be, it'd be more of, for me, kind of like I said, man, I wanted people to know who my family was, who my granddad was, who my older brother was, who my dad was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That get my foot in the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. It's like, okay, who's your people? Okay, let's put him. I think that's how I got my first start at running back for Mount Vernon Tigers.
Wow.
Guy knew Coach Reggie Bates.
Okay.
Shout out to Coach Reggie Bates for Mount Vernon Tigers. Knew who my father was, knew who my granddad was, and knew he played running back. I don't think I ever played running back before in my life. I just was super, super fast.
Right.
And he put me back there, and my dad always make jokes. He said, you used to run with your eyes closed and run out of bounds. You was the fastest person out there. You just wouldn't turn up.
Yeah.
You'd run out of bounds. So once it clicked, then it was one of those things. It was like, okay, this is easy.
Wow, that's awesome, man. And shout out to little bro too, man. Rob Wills, man.
Definitely, Rob.
Shout out to
man.
him, man. Like, phenomenal athlete. I saw some of the stuff that he was doing.
Yeah.
And it was like,
and that was one of his things. He didn't like it. He was the total opposite of me. He didn't want to be in my shadow. Respect.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to understand that because I wasn't coming from that. I wanted to kind of not be in my brother's shadow, but I wanted to be, like, yeah, that's my brother. But Rob was totally different. He wanted to walk his own path, and which he did. Like I said, I told him at a young age, I said, change the scenario. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I did, top that. And that was just my goal. Like I said, I probably would never admit in person again, but he's a way better athlete than me.
Wow.
Way better.
Wow. Yeah.
Way better receiver.
Wow.
Now, I'm a dog, but he way better receiver.
The competitive Ernie Wheelwright just admitted that. You heard it here. Exclusive.
It take a lot, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Took him to get in his 40s to say that, right?
Definitely. Long time.
Yeah, man. So your Columbus roots, man. I know you grew up, on Fifth Ave. What was it like growing up over there?
Man, Fifth Avenue, man. It has its pros and cons, man. I still struggle with that today. I told my wife I think I got PTSD from growing up in that type of environment, man. You know what I'm saying? Where it teaches you to be aware of your surroundings, your environment. At the same time, you're growing up around some kids that's in the same predicament as you, who love sports, who want to make it out. Which, like I said, there's two different things that can happen at that park. Which shout out to Crum Park.
Park.
You know what I'm saying? You could either go hang out with the cats that's over by the swing and over by the picnic tables, or you can be in that gym putting in work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or even out on that football field putting in work. And I just love the game, man. And I had a dad, an active dad, who made sure that, I didn't stray that way. Because it's very easy to, it's very easy to stray that way.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
We learned that at a young age. I have some friends, unfortunately, who strayed that way. And no longer here, which, you know what I'm saying, the name forever lives on, but it's just one of those tough situations where, you want better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You come from an environment where things are rough, times are rough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The things that I have now, I always prayed for. So, got to be thankful and blessed for that.
Absolutely,
bro.
man. And shout out to moms too, man. We're talking. Man. Your mom, man. Me and your mom also go way back. It's funny. Every time I see you in the pictures and stuff, your mom smiling, I love that, man. I absolutely love that, man.
She's super happy, man. You know what I'm saying? And with mom's being there, she brought that love inside that house where, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She taught us, that love, man.
Yeah.
Just motherhood. That she brought.
Yeah.
And hard work. I get all my hard work from her, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, don't get me wrong, Pops can work. Mom work hard.
And you got some of the mom's genes too. Mom is tall too.
No days off.
Absolutely.
Trying to get her to retire. She won't retire.
Hey, man. Love it, man. Love it, man. Tell your mom I said hi, man.
I definitely will.
For sure. So, I guess you kind of like touched on that, about what it taught you, just kind of being in that environment taught you about toughness and competition. I actually got this scar on my face on Fifth and Cassidy.
Did you?
Yeah. I was, after you was long gone, I was there for a little while. So, yeah, man.
I didn't even know that, man.
Yeah, man. 2006, man. That's another long story.
Yeah, we get into that.
We're gonna get into that another day. I get on, off the record. Yeah. But so then we get to Walnut Ridge High School, man, which I remember those days, man. I still remember hearing you walk up and down the hallway clowning. It's crazy to see, you a man now, and we're like, got families and all this stuff. It's crazy.
Facts.
But what was the football? Can you explain what the football culture was like, when you were at Walnut Ridge?
Man, a lot of people don't know this, but I spent my first 2 weeks at Independence, high school, 9th grade.
I knew that.
My first 2 weeks was at Independence, and I hated it. I couldn't stand it. It just didn't sit well with me. I mean, shout out to the eye.
Shout out to the eye. Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't me. I just didn't feel comfortable. My dad reached out to that football coach. that was there at the time and tried to get me on the team, never replied back. It just, I just didn't like it for the first 2 weeks. So that third week of ninth grade high school, I transferred back to Walnut Ridge, and the environment there was tough, bro. You know it. You know, walking through them hallways. Especially when they just shut Eastmore down and making it an academy school.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of people that was at the high school who didn't like Walnut Ridge.
Yeah.
Who was repping other schools.
Yeah.
I always say to me, I mean, I know some of the young boys is watching, but you ever get a chance to watch the movie Lean on Me? Before Joe Clark showed up, that's what Walnut Ridge was like. You know, it was a lot of fights.
It was a lot of fights.
Gangs,
man.
A lot of things going down at Walnut Ridge.
I tried to explain that to the boys the boys that play for me now. I'm like, my high school was different.
Bro.
It was different, man. You know, back then.
The football, bro, we was by far not. We wasn't even on the radar.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember even being a kid, Walnut Ridge was never on the radar.
Yeah.
And there's no knock to the guys that were there before, because we had some players on the hoop court and on that football field, but nobody wanted to go to Walnut Ridge. Everybody wanted to go to Brookhaven.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And even East, bro. Like, we just wasn't that school at the time, man. And then that class that came in with us had a different mindset. We had a different mindset to change it to what it is today.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? What it is today is what we always talked about, we dreamed about. And shout out to Coach Jawanza Moore.
Man.
Installing that in us, though.
Shout out to Coach Moore.
He went to Ridge prior to us in the early 90s.
He did.
He was a hooper and went to Akron. And he definitely installed that family-oriented system in us to be how we are today. Where we always dreamed about Walnut Ridge being the best team in the city in football and basketball.
Man, I remember when Coach Moore first got to the school, man, it was like one of my first introductions to see like a black belt teacher.
Man.
I remember the impact that he had on that school. Yo, shout out to Coach Moore.
Shout out to Coach Moore.
Coach Moore. Shout out to Coach Black, too.
And Coach Clarno.
Oh, Clarno, too. Clarno's another one. Man, shout out to all the men that was holding it down at Ridge back then, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Great guys, man. I feel like I'm hold on. I'm missing one. Who you got? African American history teacher.
Oh, Mr. Abu.
Mr. Abu. Shout out to Mr. Abu.
He the reason African American studies. Mr. Abu.
Shout out to you, Mr. Abu. Shout out to all you guys, man. Like, you know, now that I'm like an adult and I'm in schools and stuff, like I do it because of you guys. Like, I mean, I'm so influenced by you guys. You know, I see your boy Chuck. You know, he's up, he's in the school now. Shout out to him. Shout out to Coach Chuck. But yeah. So Walnut Ridge, man. When did you first realize you had the potential to play Division I football?
Man, the funny story. I wanted to be a basketball player.
I remember that too. You was a hooper too.
I was a hooper.
Ernie got game. I
wanted to go to the NBA. Then I met a guy named LeBron James. I seen a guy named LeBron James and had me questioning, like, dang, am I really him?
Man.
Like, and then no knock, like, you know, I held my own, but I just knew and like I said, I wanted to be a ball player, and like I said, having an active father, kind of strayed me in the right way. Because if my mom would have been around, she probably would have went with anything I said.
Yeah. Because
I wanted to just hoop in high school.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And my dad, favorite line he said to me: "Let the scholarships choose. If you like that, let them choose."
Yeah.
That's why I kind of get mad at kids playing one sport. It's like, why take away those options, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're a hooper. That's what you do. You 6'8", 6'9", you got a lane to go into. All right, that's cool. But if you're on the borderline of 6'5", and you're an athlete, man, don't play one sport. Don't just isolate yourself to one sport, man.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different ways to get you into college. And now You got those NIL deals.
No, yeah. Seriously.
You better get on tennis.
Seriously.
Track, all that, man.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it might be good to kind of like take, like when you play just one sport too, your body just gets used to moving a certain way. You put in a lot of torque and stuff. Maybe it might be good to just rest your body and like go into something else, where
I believe that wholeheartedly, bro, because I know when I got to college, I stopped playing basketball like I did. And I believe that hindered my football game. Because certain movements that I used to be able to do, certain finesse that I used to be able to do, I didn't have it anymore. You know what I'm saying? In basketball, you gotta have some finesse.
Yeah.
And I always felt like that helped me out on the football field, being finesse and like I always say, playing basketball on grass. But when I got on that basketball court, even football helped me on the basketball court, being physical and strong and aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Once I got to college, I stopped hooping on an everyday basis. And I think it honestly put me in a box as a football player.
Yeah. And you was like a hooper too. Like I used to see you out of rent. I remember seeing you at the cages. I'm like, what is Ernie out here?
Yeah, bro.
Ernie out here hooping too. Like, man, this dude is a football star.
I hoop more than I did football.
I know.
I hung around with all basketball players.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So your senior season numbers are incredible, man. 875 yards, 13 touchdowns, 36 yards per catch. When did big plays start becoming a part of your identity? Because we all knew you was big play Ern.
Yeah, man. So, it started early, probably about my sophomore year. We used to have a running back. We used to have a couple running backs. Keith Mitchell. He was a dog. And I used to complain about not getting the ball, bro. Like, at Walnut Ridge, in the city, you never had really good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And so, I used to complain about not getting the ball, or only getting 2 or 3 catches a game. You know what I'm saying? So my pops was like, what you crying about? You get the opportunity. If you get the opportunity, you make something happen. And it stuck with me. It was like a what you said, like a light bulb going off. Like, well, shoot, that's right.
Hey, in the words of the great American philosopher Young Joe, pass me the ball, I'm scoring.
I'm scoring.
Yeah.
You didn't put me in the end zone, not the friend zone.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, it's not simple. It's as simple as that, bro. Just like, well, if I'm only gonna get 3 passes, I gotta make something happen. I gotta score. And once I realized how much I like scoring touchdowns, then it made it easy. Now I felt like that's one of those keys to put you on the next level, because the game is about winning and scoring. And just like a shooter in the NBA, I mean, if you can't score, you ain't a shooter.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So you gotta put them points up. You can't win if you don't put no points up. So that was my thing. I don't care about 100 catches. I didn't care about none of that. Give me touchdowns.
Yep, for sure, man. And okay, what high school rivalry game did you look forward to the most every year?
Oh yeah, for sure, Independence.
I know. Sure. The way he answered that question earlier should have let y'all know that. I remember like seeing y'all on the field. You could see the rivalry, just the hits were extra hard.
Man,
everything was just.
When we first got there, they used to torture our players, bro. Like our field, they spray painted our field.
I remember that.
They did all type of stuff. They would demolish us in football. I remember my freshman year, I tore my ligament in my knee, so I didn't get to play.
Mm-hmm.
They beat us. I think they beat us 33-2.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they beat us 33-2, and after that, we never lost the game.
Wow!
I never lost the Independence after my freshman year. Yeah,
man, that's why we love you, man. I remember those rivalries, man. I remember everybody talking about it. All of that, man. Like I legit remember all of those rivalries, and I remember how bitter it was, man.
Oh man, it was terrible, bro. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah. Ernie, we might run out of time, but if we run out of time, bro, we would. I'm just gonna get right back to it. Yeah. And I'll make sure I edit this out too, Ernie. Okay. Okay. So. Man, Independence. Wow. You're taking me back with some of this stuff, man.
Yeah, that was one of the top rivals, man. Like I said, man, we all we all had one of those. We respected them, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It was like, bro, we can't stand y'all, bro. Y'all not better than us.
Mm-hmm.
But we respect it. You know, we respect you respect all your opponents, but at the same time, y'all don't work how we work.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't grind how we grind.
Who was your toughest defensive back that you faced in high school?
It's only one. It's only one dude I give props to like that. We all know him. You know him, Dominic Jones.
DJ.
DJ's been a beast since Little League. A good friend of mine, man, close homeboy of mine. Like I said, we always had that respect rival. You know what I'm saying? But it was always respect. Like, I'm gonna get better off of you. You get better off of me.
He's physical too.
Yeah, super physical.
Physical.
To be as short as he is, he's super physical.
Nasty hitter, man.
I love that.
Yeah.
But he was probably the toughest cornerback I faced in high school. And then the next, it was a guy right under me from Springfield that I played with in the All-Star game named Jared Gaines. He went to Springfield. I don't know if he went to South or North, but he ended up going to Miami University.
Okay.
And he was about 6 foot 6'1", stocky.
Yeah.
Stocky.
Yeah.
He has a football background too with his pops and everything like that. So he's in the game. But definitely DJ was probably the best DB I faced by far.
Wow. That's crazy, man. We're going to get back into DJ later too. You know, we're going to discuss him a little bit later. The Ohio football scene, in the early 2000s football, you know, there was a lot of talent. What did it mean to be considered one of the top wide receivers in the state?
Well, you know what I'm saying? It was great, bro. You know, at that time, Ohio was what I would say what Georgia is today. Because I believe Georgia is in that big three or big four, what you want to say, when you got Florida, California, Texas. And then you got the rival between Georgia and Florida where you go 4 or 3. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we had the talent, man. We had talent all over. Like I said, a lot of guys going to Ohio State, a lot of guys from up north, a lot of guys going to Penn State, all those Big Ten colleges, man. It just was, like I said, it was great to be from Ohio. Yeah. And even the history of Ohio. You know, guys like Charles Woodson, Chris Stillman, Chris Carter. You know what I'm saying? Just some old names that set the tempo for Ohio players, bro. Javonna Carter, who went to Penn State. And it's so many players, bro, out of Ohio, bro, where, like you said, you were proud to be from Ohio, which I still am, bro.
Absolutely.
From Ohio, bro. And some of the top guys, like I said, Ted Ginn, Troy Smith.
Ted Ginn.
Yeah, bro. They're just beasts, bro. Like,
yeah.
You hear about those names. Like I said, even LeBron.
We're gonna talk about that. You know, I gotta talk about that.
Like,
you know,
bro, like, I was like, bro, you gotta give me something.
Because it's funny. We gotta talk about the King. You know, you played in this.
Ohio was definitely a melting pot for athletes back then. For
sure. Now, you played in the same era as the King, LeBron James, who was ranked the #1 wide receiver in Ohio at that time. What was the conversation like him around as a football player? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Man, it just was. I mean, at the time, bro, you know, we didn't have
class of 2003.
Don't get me wrong, we had internet, but we didn't have what they got today.
Yes.
We had rivals, but it wasn't as big as it is today. A lot of stuff was word of mouth.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff was like, man, you hear about that kid up in Akron?
Yeah.
Or did you go see that kid up in Akron? Because he was known for hoop.
Yeah.
But when we found out he played football, you're like, oh, man. And then they used to have a book where they had all the top players in there. And we were sophomores. And it was my sophomore season. And this was kind of like my breakout season, but he was ranked the #1 sophomore wide receiver. And I'm looking like, bro, like, come on, bro, pick a sport.
Yo, man.
You're dominating in both. But at the same time, bro, it was inspiring, bro. It made me definitely work harder, bro.
I love you, LeBron, but I was riding with Ernie. Ernie was home team.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I give him that hoop, but
Yeah.
football, nah.
Yeah. We can't. You can't have everything, bro. You can't have everything.
Yeah, you got it, King. You the GOAT.
No, you the GOAT. Oh yeah.
You the GOAT.
Yeah,
Not
for
on
sure.
that
You the
football
GOAT.
field.
The GOAT. Yeah, no doubt, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. And we didn't have Instagram and all that stuff. You just heard about this guy.
Yeah,
You read the paper
heard about guys,
and
bro.
heard. Yeah. Crazy, man. That dude changed the game. So your recruiting and college decision. What schools were recruiting you the hardest coming out of Walnut Ridge?
Man, I had Indiana, Michigan State, Minnesota, Penn State. Ohio State was very, very late.
Okay.
But
I didn't know that. I didn't know about Ohio State. I didn't know that one.
But
shout out to the Big Ten.
Earlier in my recruiting career, my recruiting time, where John Cooper was the head coach.
Okay.
He was recruiting me heavy as a sophomore. Cooper was recruiting me heavy, but then he ended up getting fired. So that's when Jim Trussell came in and started re-recruiting and things like that. So I ended up going to Ohio State senior camp and performing and doing a good job there. And then he ended up wanting me to, because, we get into it. When I went off to college, I was a Prop 48, which basically means that I didn't get the numbers right on my SAT or ACT to be able to be eligible for that year. So I had to sit out my first year and then hit nothing but the books and then come back that next year. But what Ohio State wanted me to do was go to a prep school in Pennsylvania, a military prep school, which Larry Fitzgerald went to, Eddie George went to, I believe Plaxico Burress went to.
Okay.
So there's a lot of guys that went to this prep school.
Right.
And military prep school, just to basically get an extra year of high school to prepare for that next level. But Minnesota was like, nah, we're not letting you get away. Shout out to Coach Brownie, who recruited me, JV, Tremaine Banks, Justin Valentine, as I call him JV, but Tremaine Banks, Dominic Jones, Alex Daniels, Keith Massey, Danny Upchurch, Justin Scales. Mind you, these are all Columbus, Ohio guys.
Yeah.
So Coach Brownie had Ohio, and that's not even to mention the rest of Ohio he had on lock.
Yep.
Where he had some guys up in Cleveland, he had some guys up in Akron. Shout out to my boy Jared Ellison, who was my OG receiver up in Minnesota. So he had some guys up there who he was recruiting, man. He was all over Ohio. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I remember that. That.
Like I said,
I was like, man, they're taking a lot of Ohio guys in Columbus in particular.
Yeah.
Man. So what ultimately led you to I guess you answered the question. That's what ultimately chose you to.
Yeah, Minnesota was my first college letter that I ever received.
Wow.
And Coach Brownie was consistent. He was consistent. My mom liked him. My dad liked him. He came by the house. We even went over to there used to be I didn't go, but he asked me where he can go hang out at and get a drink. Okay.
And
he asked me about the marquee. I want to say it was the marquee over by Greenbrier.
Yo, right? Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yo.
I don't think you want to go over there. He's like, I just want to grab a drink. When he went, I respect.
Oh, man. Oh. All right, Big Earn. So Coach went to the marquee.
Yeah, he went to the marquee, bro. Got my respect when he went to the marquee.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. He went by Uzi. At that time, it was called Uzi Alley.
Shout out to Uzi Alley. I lived in Uzi Alley.
Yeah, bro. So you know what it's like.
For sure.
Just for a short white man, he couldn't have been no more than 5'9", bro. I want to say 5'8".
Wow.
With a limp.
That's crazy. Yo, shout out to Coach for going to. Yeah, that would get my respect too. For sure. Yeah.
When he told me he was stopping by there, I was like, yeah, that's crazy.
Ernie's like, using those street smarts and
man.
What was the biggest adjustment going from high school football to playing in the Big Ten Conference?
Oh man, speed, easily. mean, the game's the game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You can say that about anything, but at each level, you gotta adjust to that speed, bro. Like you, if you can't get that speed down and you can't get that timing and think and process things at top-notch speed, you won't last.
You know, this is interesting. I have a lot of football players that, you know, that I got football players that I coach and football players that, you know, they play basketball and football players that also just, you know, follow their careers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is coming from a guy that, what are you, Ernie, like a 4'4"?
Yeah, 4'8". Yeah, 4'8" to be exact.
Big man moving.
6'5".
Move, slide those puppies. 235?
No,
Oh, 225. Oh,
I
man.
ain't 225 no more, but I would. I run it forever now.
Yeah, man. I that's crazy. So speed.
Yeah, I mean, and just speed. I mean, not necessarily just being fast, but speed mentally too, though. Bro. Like, you gotta mentally process everything that goes on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I always said to me it was kind of like football was kind of, even until I got to the pros. Pros was different, but it was always like Neo in the Matrix. Remember how the bullets slow down?
Yeah.
That's kind of how the game was for me, where, you know, everything was moving in slow motion and I was just moving fast. And it seemed like that to every level till you get to there.
That's coming from a natural athlete.
When you get to that top level, you got to learn how to slow that down.
Yeah. Wow.
And that take practice, bro. It take practice. And like I said, you don't get it the first time. High school maybe, but college, it takes time. It takes reps, or for you to be able to see, okay, everything is slow motion, and I'm moving fast.
Mm-hmm. So Minnesota football. What was the most memorable moment playing at Minnesota?
We had a lot, bro. I mean, we could talk on the field, man, and I love playing the game, bro. But I think the most memorable moments was being with some of my teammates who I'm really close with today and friends with today. That team camaraderie where it ain't even got to be on the field. I just come over to your apartment. I come over to your spot. We both hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just building that friendship, that bond. Like I said, man, it's been lasting for over 23 years now with some of me and my close friends that I have from the University of Minnesota that was from different places in the United States, from Florida to St. Louis to Jersey to Texas to Louisiana.
Yeah, I see y'all be taking vacations together.
Man, bro,
I see that. Look.
Like,
I'm coming on one of them vacations. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna get the itinerary and pull up.
Yeah, bro, we have a good time, man. That's all it's about, man.
Yeah, man, for sure.
It's a brotherhood and a bond that, like I said, I wouldn't change for the world, bro.
That's
I know
phenomenal,
exactly how
man.
my life turned out.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's probably one of the most memorable things. Is just all the fun and all the things that we had in college.
Yeah.
We did in college. So
that's awesome, man.
Take that. That's one thing that I would never change.
I see you guys like still having fun and stuff. Like I said, to this day, man, that's really dope to see, man.
Bro. That brotherhood is important, bro. Especially as black men and males. You know, you need somebody that's going through something that you may already went through, or you need help going through.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
You gotta be able to talk to each other and have conversations. That camaraderie, bro. We always had that, bro. We always had that. And that's why I think our bond is the way it is today.
Somebody that's not a hater. That's the common denominator here. It gets you a lot further like not being a hater.
Yeah, it's not. The world today takes criticism as hate. Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Your friend gotta be able to pull you aside and let you know, like, bro, you tripping.
Real talk.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be able to take that, bro. You gotta be able to take that coaching.
That's real talk, man. Somebody to pull your coattail.
Yeah, bro. You gotta have, because a lot of yes men that have you going down the wrong path, bro.
For sure. What did a typical game week preparation look like in the Big Ten?
Oh man, it was tough, bro. It's the schedule, the workouts, the practice. Bro, it was tough, bro. So you start on, let's say, a Monday, first game. Well, we've been preparing all summer from 2 days for this one team, and you know, it's just basically we going out there, watch film, and then we'll have maybe 18 periods, which is maybe a period is 10 minutes, a period maybe 15 minutes, 20, depending on what the period is, where you can work as a team, you can work individually, you can work as a group, and full pads, man. Just getting to it, practicing your craft, full speed. Our coach Mason didn't believe in running gassers after practice because we would run an up-tempo practice. So everything we did, we were running and conditioning and getting prepared for the game. So it wasn't like we needed to go gassers afterwards. So everything was boom, 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 very organized. So, that Monday we'll definitely get to it. Tuesday we'll have off. Wednesday we back at it, same thing. Thursday would be more of a special teams day, but light pads. Maybe we just go shoulder pads, or we just go shells with the helmets. But still same concept, but a lot of details. We call perfect. No, that'd be Friday. A lot of details where we just go over things that we miss or things that we need to work on the 2 days prior, and then we go perfect Friday. Perfect Friday, we have a light walkthrough where everything we do, like I said, just finding up those fine details right before that game Saturday. And then Friday, if we're on the away game, we'll after that walkthrough, we'll go take a shower, go put our tracksuits on, our Minnesota gear, hit the bus, and head straight to the airport and land wherever we're going. Go watch a movie as a team, and then the next morning and get straight to it, man.
Wow. Now, Ernie, that's a lot of logistics. That's a lot of moving parts. So, which leads me to my next question: What did playing in the Big Ten teach you, and playing in the Big Ten and Division I football teach you about competition and preparation?
Oh man, definitely, bro. You definitely got to be prepared. If you're not prepared, you preparing to fail. You know what I mean? Like you have to be prepared, and it taught you how to study, how to watch film. Also, as a teammate, man, even working in corporate world today, bro, you meet a lot of people who never worked and never had to work as a team.
Yeah.
And you'll look at them like, bro, we're trying to accomplish a goal here, and you worry about self. So, man, it's just one of those things where it's like, bro, working as a team and getting prepared. Like I said, every little detail matters, bro. Every like football is a game of inches, bro. And that was one of the big things we talked about at Minnesota, was that everything got to be fine-tuned, bro.
Right.
Especially going into that game on Saturday, we got to be well prepared.
I gotta ask you another thing, man. The legendary teammates. We gotta talk about this, man. Especially at the running back position. Oh my God. Minnesota. You were a part of a Minnesota offense that had the likes of Lawrence Maroney, R.I.P. Marion Barber, and our homie Gary Russell. Shout out to G. Russ, my brother.
Shout out to G. Russ, man.
My bro. So that three-headed monster at running back, what were those practices like? And what was it like observing that backfield up close and personal?
But the crazy part, bro, it wasn't even that was just a three-headed monster. Y'all knew about it. It was two other dudes.
Oh my God.
Ready to take off. And who else was out? So shout out to my boy Amir Penix, bro.
Yes. I did.
He was a beast.
He was a beast too. Yes.
1,000-yard rusher, kept the tradition going.
He did. Absolutely. Shout out to Penix.
Yeah, but definitely Marion Barber, man, getting there and watching him. Like, man, Lawrence is in the same year we came in, man. So that's my homeboy, my my son's godfather. So
wow,
we tight to the END.
Yeah,
watching him, and he was also recruited by the guy that recruited me, Coach Brown.
Okay.
So he knew how to get those players.
Yeah,
shout out to my boy
dog
Will,
in y'all.
Man, who was special, man. Him and Marion together.
Oh
man,
God.
you couldn't. And that's the one thing. That's the one thing I admire, though. Like, you know what I'm saying, playing with Gary in high school, having a good running back, makes the game so much easier.
Oh my God, yes.
Because like I told you, James, I don't need 30, 40 catches, or I don't need all them catches, bro. I don't need that.
Play
know what I'm
action
saying?
was through the
I need a
roof.
running game.
Yeah.
And plus I like to block because I was physical.
Mm-hmm.
And I teased Lawrence today. I said, bro, every big run you got, bro, is because I led the way.
Bruh, with those
So
running
he
backs.
laughed. I'm like, man, anytime you look up and you breaking, you know I'm the one that sprung you.
Nah,
so we laugh about that. But talent wise, bro, I don't like, man, shout out to Reggie Bush and
Lindell White. Yep.
Shout out to McFadden and Felix Jones. But bro, they was the first ones that had back-to-back 1,000 yards.
Yo,
and they don't get the respect they deserve, bro.
You guys led the country in rushing, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
They was the first duo to ever rush. Both duos rushed 1,000 yards in college history. Fact check me, but I believe that's legit, bro. They should be in Football Hall of Fame
for sure. That's like I had never seen nothing like that.
Never seen that.
It was almost
never
like watching. It was insane. Like
because you had somebody that can break any given moment, bro.
Yes. Like as a defense, like you just like facing those like running backs, like this is insane.
Didn't add Gary to the
my god,
to the fold.
Man.
It was crazy, but shout out to my boy Justin Valentine, fullback.
Yo,
he led the way for all those times.
Shout out to Justin Valentine.
To play fullback in the Big Ten,
Eastmore High School.
Eastmore Academy. But yeah, bro. To definitely lead those backs in the Big Ten, taking on linebackers
for sure.
AJ Hall, all those backers.
No, for sure. Like it was a gauntlet, man. So yeah
bro.
man.
So definitely big. Like I said, that Big Ten back in those late 2000s, even early 2000s, bro. You had to be special, bro.
At what point did you realize, that those guys were going to go into the NFL and play at that level at running back?
They won.
It was pretty obvious, right?
It was super obvious, bro. I mean, come on, bro. It was super obvious.
Yeah.
Some things are for sure, and that was a for sure for them too, bro. Like just watching for actually 3 or 4, however it was just one of those things. Watching them, bro, it was just special, bro. And I told the coach that a few weeks ago that when you're watching the highlights, these kids got all these highlights, but ain't nobody scoring no touchdowns. I said, when you see a kid breaking and they should be tackled and they scoring touchdowns, that's a special kid. Special kid, man.
No, for sure, man. Now you competed. We talked about some of those guys, that you played, in Columbus with, and that you were bitter rivals with. We talked about, DJ. We talked about Tremaine Banks. We talked about Justin Valentine. I'm leaving some guys out. It was like so many, guys that you competed with from Columbus. There was a lot. Like, can you talk about like what was the transition from going, from being like rivals with these guys to teammates? Like, how was that transition?
Bro, it was an easy transition.
Wow, I always wondered that.
It wasn't hard at all, bro. We from, bro. It's just like when you get there, it's like you're around the people that's from your state.
We home team. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I'm gonna take care of you, like even the OLs, and then it gets even deeper because you already have people from your state, but we have people from the city.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So it's like we're even tight. So anytime we need to get home, how you get home? Are we riding together? You know what I'm saying? No man get left out. Like, you know what I'm saying? That type of vibe, bro. Like, and one thing that me and JV pride ourselves in, we can talk about it now because NIL.
Okay.
Statute of limitations is up. But getting Alex, DJ, and Keith to Minnesota.
Okay.
Man, me and JV threw a party at the spot called the Library.
Okay.
James, it went up.
It went up?
I think everybody that was on that recruiting business signed.
Oh,
Coach Brownie came to me and said, I don't care what you do, what you need, but we need these 3 boys inside.
Oh man, that's crazy,
I
man.
said, okay, give me this and say less.
Yeah. Nah,
Say
like,
less.
you know, Ernie, man, that's one thing I'll say about you, man. You've always been like, just been like a cool dude, man. You know what I'm saying? You've always been a cool guy.
I appreciate
You've
it,
always
bro.
been able to, like, you know, bond with different people. You know, you were like always you were always always a chill dude, man. You know, easy
appreciate
to
it.
get along with, regardless of the walk of life that you had, you know, back in those times. So, you know, salute to you for that, man.
Man, I appreciate you,
So I'm
bro.
sure that it was easy for you to, you know, kind of, you know, sway guys, and, you know, guys just want to, like, you know, shout out to you for that, man. I can see
Man, I
that.
appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. So you had an NFL opportunity. We're gonna talk about that with the Baltimore Ravens. I see you got the Ravens hoodie on now. Shout out to the Ravens. What was it like stepping into an NFL locker room, Ernie?
And it was a dream come true, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Super dream come true. One of those things, bro, where I think it took a while for me to come down out of cloud 9 and be like, damn, I gotta compete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm in the locker room with the legend of all legends, bro. Like the man, like literally 8 years ago, bro, I was chanting your chant at my high school to come out and play, bro.
Yeah.
So now I get to see your chant live, bro.
Wow.
Ray Lewis, bro.
Ray Lewis.
Watch Ray Lewis, bro.
Man, shout out to Ray Lewis.
See him and line up at wide receiver and have to run a slant route.
Ooh.
Like, come on, man. The nerves that go through your body.
Oh,
and still,
man.
Like I said, you're still starstruck, bro.
Yeah.
You had in that locker room, bro. It was, I think, to me, and this is just my opinion, that it was probably the best defensive locker room I've ever seen, bro.
Wow.
Stars, bro.
Wow.
Like, you gotta remember, bro, we had Terrell Suggs, bro. Hall of
Sizzle.
Famer. We had Ray Lewis, Hall of Famer. We had Ed Reed, Hall of Famer. Then we had cornerbacks. We had
McAllister.
Samari Rowe, McAllister, bro. OG McAllister. Then behind him, we had Fabian Washington, who was the top 10 pick that went to the Raiders, but ended up coming to Baltimore.
Was he out of Washington, right?
Yeah, bro. One of the fastest 40 times in the combine DBs, bro. Dog, bro. So, bro, we had and then not to mention, bro, Haloti Ngata, who's going to be a Hall of Famer. Like, bro, it was crazy.
Yo,
bro.
we just literally said Nada's name last. That's crazy.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like, it was. Bro, it was one of the best humbling experiences I ever had to watch, bro. Especially, and like I said, bro, I was a fan of Ray Lewis, bro.
Yeah.
Super duper fan, and still today I call him Ump.
Yeah.
But the person that I would say would probably be the best football player I've ever watched play the game is Ed Reed. Ed Reed would be my Kobe Bryant of the NFL.
Wow.
He would be the Kobe Bryant of the NFL.
Wow.
The way he approached the game, bro, the way he approached the game, the way he attacked the game, the way he studied the game, the things that he did, bro, you just looked and be like amazed. Bro.
No, I was watching Bill Belichick show that play where he like came from like one side of the field and went all the way to the other and got the end. Like, yo, like who?
Bro,
it was like he was always around the ball. It was like I've never seen anything like that.
Bro, that's what I meant earlier about mindset, that it has to be fast too. Not just physically fast, but mentally fast.
Yeah,
You watch that play 1,000 times.
Wow.
Bro. He's seen it 1,000 times, bro. He prepared for it, bro.
He's got that famous quote, "Believe your eyes."
Believed it, bro. He believed it, bro.
Yeah.
And even he was so prepared, bro. He didn't have to worry about nothing. He knew it was a chess game to him, bro. And
Straight
he was winning.
Ball hawk. Man,
Straight
Ed
ball,
Reed. We
bro,
could go on and on and on about Ed, that
bro,
defense, Ed, Ray.
Yeah, but that experience was definitely amazing, bro. Like just having that time and like I said, bro, I was telling my son this the other day, bro. The power of the tongue is amazing, bro, because you say things and then it comes true. And And you got to keep saying it, because I always said, I'm going to make it to the NFL. And I did that. But the thing that I should have said is that I'm going to be great in the NFL.
Wow.
Because making it to the NFL, in my opinion, was easy. That was the easy part. The hard part is being great and staying. So all my life, I knew, like, bro, I'm going to make it to the NFL. Yeah, you're going to make it. And a lot of people make it. But the thing is, being great, staying longevity in the NFL,
Bars.
is what you should preach, bro. And that's one of the things that I'm teaching my kids. You know, when you say something, don't halfway say it. Say what you want. Yeah, you want to make it to the NFL, but what you want when you get there.
Ernie, you preaching a sermon right now, man. Believe it or not, your host right here needed to hear those words, man. You know, just like, you know, just speaking things into existence, the power of the tongue. Man, amazing, that's like, you know, and, you know, anytime I ask somebody for advice, I love for them to explain how that advice worked for them. So, you know, you did a great job of doing so, man, you know, and just you know, that's important for all you young kids out there. Like, you know, just making sure that you speak it, believe it, and receive it. Man, just you got to believe it before anybody does.
You got to, bro. Because nobody's gonna believe in your dream but you, bro. And one thing, even in a real dreams, bro, you can control the outcome, bro. You can control your dreams, bro. You can control which way your dreams go, but you just got to believe in it.
Yeah.
And don't let nobody sway you away from that dream, because you're going to have naysayers that say, nah, bro, your dream's too big.
Yeah.
Ain't no such thing, bro.
I love what Will Smith said in Pursuit of Happiness. You know, people, when they can't see, they can't do something themselves, they want to tell you can't do it.
Facts, bro.
You know,
Facts.
So yeah, man, you got to protect your dreams. And just real quick, Ernie, tell us about the biggest difference between college football and the NFL. Like, what was the biggest difference? You kind of touched on it a little bit earlier,
but also when you get to the NFL, the mistakes that happen are far from none. Like you don't see too many mistakes in the NFL. If a guy makes a mistake, probably gonna be the last time you see it. NFL, like if you see a mistake happen, then another team capitalizes on that mistake.
Yeah.
In college, you can make a mistake and get lucky, and that team don't capitalize. Say you catching the pass over the middle and that ball get tipped. Oh, Ed gonna catch it.
Yeah.
Or somebody gonna get it.
Yeah.
The NFL
it's different.
I'm telling, it's different, bro. The minor mistakes that happen in the NFL is a huge difference. I'm talking about miles different from college. Miles.
And what's something that fans don't realize about how hard it is to make an NFL roster?
Man, they don't understand the grind, bro. The day-to-day grind, bro. Like, I would say, bro, the grind and the politics. It's politics in it, bro. And just with your regular job, it's politics everywhere you go, bro. So you can be the guy that on that team, or a guy that's good, but if that coach ain't invested in you, that don't matter. Sometimes the best player don't play in the NFL, and we see that in Shador.
Yeah,
we get to see it in Shador. So how Shador was being treated, that's how majority of the NFL players get treated. Where you see a guy who was like, oh man, what happened to him? He was good in college. He probably went to a team where the coach really didn't believe in him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
That's everything that you saw play out with Shador. It's kind of how the NFL is, bro.
Wow.
Like, the coach might not like you, bro.
Right.
He might have not been the one that drafted you, or wanted you.
Yeah. Good point. Great point.
Yeah. So you gotta prove him wrong. So I don't think fans
playing against your own coach.
Yeah, bro. I don't think fans realize that. Bro.
Right. That's deep. And you kind of touched on this earlier. You know, you talked about that's the craziest defense you've ever seen and everything. Can you just talk about a little bit more about, being around Ray Lewis and seeing his leadership up close?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. So this is probably my favorite NFL story I tell people. And you can fact check it, let me know, and go back to the game and pull it up if you want to.
Okay.
We played Cleveland. It's 2008. We played Cleveland at Cleveland. This is my second NFL game playing. I'm on special teams.
Okay.
I'm on kickoff team. But we got a kick to Josh Cribbs, bro.
Okay.
You know Josh
Cribbs, yeah.
Johnson,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So this is opening kickoff,
Mm-hmm.
bro. James, I promise you this. I'm getting hyped. Like I said, it's my second. We just beat Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So the next week we go to Cleveland. So I'm like, man, I'm hyped. I'm ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on kickoff team. I'm about to go down. I'm the number 2. I'm about to go hit Josh Creed, right? But boy, Ray he comes to me out of the crowd, bro. I'm just saying, like, walking through the team, he comes to me and says, God brought me to you. In that voice, that Ray Lewis.
That Ray.
Man, I want you to go be great, young man. Go out there and play football. It's the same game you've been playing since you was a kid. Go be great, young man.
Wow.
Go out there and hit somebody. And I tell people that there's only 2 people in this world that made me believe I can run through a brick wall. My daddy and Ray Lewis.
Wow.
And when I ran down on that kickoff, I don't think I ever ran as fast as I did. I don't think I ever ran through somebody as hard as I did. than that day.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Ray
Wow.
definitely had that tone, bro, where when he talked, bro, you listen. Everybody listen.
Wow.
Everybody,
a man amongst men.
Man, everybody listen.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
It just, like I said, bro.
I remember you said that. I saw you say that a while back. You said that that's like the greatest leader you've ever seen.
Ever, bro. Like,
yeah.
You see it, bro. You let him talk, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you believe you can do anything. Bro.
Wow.
Anything, bro.
Wow. It's not a coincidence
he's that type of speaker, bro.
Wow.
He's amazing, bro. So yeah, bro.
Yeah.
His mental game and playing, like I said, bro. You'll see him off the field. Who he is off the field ain't who he is on the field. 2 different people. Heckler John, bro. Like, he's 2 different people. Bro.
Yeah. And
he's a loving, caring, respectful. Like I said, he's like an uncle, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
He treated me like a nephew. He's like an uncle. But when he does that dance, he transforms into a straight machine, bro. Straight machine, bro. And
shout out to Nelly, by the
bro.
way. That era, man, it was something special.
It's the dance, bro.
Yeah.
When he break his back like that, I think that's when it comes into him, bro. He turns into a monster. Yeah, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro. Totally different person, bro.
Right.
Yeah. So
wow,
that was a great experience with Ray.
That is a crazy story, man. Yo, shout out to Ray Lewis, man. So life after football, you know, we talked about this earlier. You know, you've built a beautiful family, man. Talk to us about, you know, fatherhood and marriage, man. Like, you know, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Man, life after football is tough, bro. That's something that needs to be studied.
Yeah.
Like you said, bro, we all have hard times, bro. And I think that probably was like the lowest part of my life, bro. Just trying to figure out what's next.
Yeah. Coming from under those lights.
Yeah. From under those lights. Being the guy your whole life. Yeah. You just a regular being walking through the world.
Yeah.
Bro. No disrespect, but that's just the way we feel at that level, bro. Where it's like, what am I gonna do now?
Yeah.
I got all these years to, you know what I'm saying, to live life, to start a family, or the parent I need to be, but at the same time, I just lost the number one thing I've been doing since I was 6-7 years old.
Wow.
Bro. So that definitely needs to be studied, bro, because mentally, bro, it tears you down. I don't think anybody, because you don't leave the game on your own tone, bro. You know what I'm saying? The game definitely goes, and you can't control how you exit. There's a very few people that can control how they walk away from the game, bro.
Right.
And like you see, bro, we can go from Tom Brady to Brett Favre. Like, bro, they never want to walk away from the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, because they love it so much, bro. But at times you're forced to be pushed out, bro.
Wow.
And it sucks, bro. Mentally on your mental, bro, and dealing with that, because you feel all type of emotions, bro. And your mental health, you gotta have a strong community around you, bro, to do that, bro.
Right.
I think having my kids and having my wife get past that, bro, and finding another identity instead of big play Earn or Earn from Walnut Ridge in Minnesota. Now I'm just my dad now, Big Earn, who got 4 kids.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta find a different identity once the lead is over with.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the toughest thing
Mm-hmm.
that people don't understand or know that NFL players go through.
Yeah.
I don't care if they are Hall of Famers
Right.
to you know what I'm saying, to
Mm-hmm.
Pro Bowlers, bro. When that game is done, it's done, bro.
Right.
They say an athlete dies twice. He
Wow.
dies when the game is over and the natural death, bro.
Yeah.
So, and I believe it, bro.
Wow. Yeah, man. And you know, I saw you proposing, like, you know, at up in Minnesota too, man. Salute to that, man. You know, that was pretty cool too, man. You set the bar high.
Wifey deserved it, bro. She definitely been on my team, man. She helped me become a better man, bro, a better father, better husband. So I definitely appreciate everything she's done for me, bro. And I had to represent for her, bro.
Shout out to wifey.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. So, you know, how's, like, you know, becoming like your husband and a father change your perspective? You know, just
I think more with my daughters, bro.
Yeah,
girls,
yeah.
Bro. And you know this, bro.
I second that.
That makes you super sensitive, bro.
Yeah.
Super, like, wait a minute, like.
Yeah. Girls will help you with your emotional intelligence, right?
Yeah, bro. Like I'll watch certain shows and be like, man, cut this off, man. You know what I'm saying? And just having the thought process of, like, you know what I'm saying, thinking back how I was as a young man and dealing with females and saying to myself, what I want my daughter to do.
Good point.
Age, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Granted, I know where my heart was, but at the same time, some people may not have got that this side.
Yeah. For sure.
Man, it helped, like you said, bro. It helped you tap into that emotional side, bro. And then being a dad, bro, you just want your sons, bro, to be great, bro. And all your kids, though. You want all your kids to be great, bro. Yeah. But with your sons, bro, you want them to be a better you, bro. That's it.
For sure, man. So looking back at your looking back, you know, what are you most proud of about your football jersey? Excuse me, your football journey. Excuse me. What are you most proud of, Ernie?
Man, I'm just proud, bro, that I was able to, like I said, follow my dreams, bro. Compete. I think that's one thing that I do miss is competing. And like I said, just being able to follow my dreams and travel the world, bro, get to experience certain things that people never experienced. Like, you'll meet somebody who's never even been on a plane. Bro. And my wife still trying to figure out why I go to sleep on the plane anytime we about to take off. I'm flying. Like, fly all the time. So it's just those experiences, super small experiences, bro. Like meeting different people, knowing different people, watching different people play.
Those relationships.
Yeah, those relationships you build through the game, man, that last a lifetime, bro. Like I said, I still know people, got friends that I played high school ball with, all-star games with, college ball with, pro ball with. Like, and it's a fraternity, bro. Actually, in my opinion, that, you know, you played this game. So a close friend of mine's, my wife's best friend, husband, we didn't know each other from Adam and Eve, but when I found out he played in the NFL, I played in the NFL, we clicked tight. You know what I'm saying?
That brotherhood,
that brotherhood, because we know, like, bro, you solid. And we hang out. And he became one of my close friends. Bro. Shout out to Lee Robb, bro. Went to Alcorn State, played at Denver.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Yeah. Ernie, what advice? Because you got a wealth of experiences, man. What advice would you give to young athletes who want to play Division I football or reach the NFL?
Man, I've been struggling with kids in this training stuff, bro. I think it's not bad. I don't think you getting a trainer is bad, but especially with like hoop and football, bro. Play the game, bro. Like, I don't think there's enough kids, especially with basketball, that's out there playing 5-on-5, bro. Yeah. Everybody wants to be trained, but it's like, I
know. Just get out there, just go hoop.
Let's just go hoop.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Or even in football, like, you think 7-on-7 is gonna get you a scholarship. Yeah. Bro, you play 7-on-7 to tune up your routes, bro. Yeah. But some of the stuff that you see in these 7-on-7 and these kids running different crazy routes, you be like, bro, they not running that. There ain't too much time in the world, bro.
Right,
Ain't that much
right,
time. If we're gonna do 7-on-7, let's do it right, bro.
right, right,
Let's run the right, correct routes
right,
and things like that, bro. So I
right.
think that practicing your craft, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Fine tuning your craft, finding your niche and what your craft is. Because like I
Mhm.
said, bro, I knew I wasn't always gonna be the best route runner.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I wouldn't. I ain't saying I had the 100% hand. But
Mm-hmm.
what my niche was, I'm gonna score that touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they call him Big Play Earn.
I'm gonna get them tubs. So
Yeah.
that was my niche, bro.
Yep.
So finding your niche within inside your game, bro, is key, bro. Like I said, even Ocho Cinco touched on that, bro. He was a route runner, bro. He knew I
Yes,
got the
quick
fastest feet in the game,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I knew if I get in that red zone, you not gonna out jump me. Oh,
Mhm.
everybody, I run a 4.2, I run this, I run that. Well, yeah, that's all cool, but can you climb this tree?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be able to get up.
For
So
sure,
yeah, bro.
man.
Just having that confidence and finding your niche, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That right there, as you can see, bro. I'm old. I can't do none of the stuff I do, but that confidence will never leave.
Absolutely, man. I can feel it resonating, brother. Now, Ernie, we're gonna go into a rapid fire segment,
Let's do it.
a
Let's
fun
do it.
segment here, okay? Where I'm just gonna ask you, and you just come up with, give me some quick answers here.
I got you.
Your favorite stadium you played in?
Favorite stadium would be the Big House, Michigan.
Michigan. Okay, I've been there too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the Big House. Toughest DB you ever faced?
Toughest DB I ever faced would have to be Samari Rowe.
Oh, Samari Rowe. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Wow. Favorite route to run?
Go route. Let's not do nothing else. Let's go route.
I kind of got a feeling. I guess it's pretty safe to assume I
you
knew
can
that
say
answer.
go route,
Yeah.
fade.
Yep.
Either one.
The best teammate you played with?
The best teammate as far as what? The best player?
The best player. The best player.
Oh yeah, Ed Reed.
Ed Reed. Okay.
Ed Reed,
Okay. Yeah.
Ed Reed.
The Kobe Bryant of football.
Kobe Bryant of football.
Who was your favorite player that you ever played with?
That I ever played with? My favorite player would have to be Ray Lewis.
Okay. Okay.
Ray Lewis.
Right.
Lewis is my favorite player.
Yeah. Your favorite wide receiver of all time?
Randy.
Yo, I remember you going on. Yo, you used to love Randy Moss, man. You wore 84.
He's the best receiver in the ever, bro.
Yes, I 100% agree with that.
Respect Jerry Rice, bro.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT, bro.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT, bro.
I agree.
He has all the records he want, bro.
And the kids play Moss now.
Yeah, bro. You line me up in the backyard. You give me the franchise, bro. The first receiver I'm taking off the board is Randy Moss.
Oh,
bro.
my. Yeah, Randy
Matter
was
of fact,
the
he's the
truth.
first player I'm taking off the board, bro.
The truth and nothing but the truth, man.
Nothing
Those
but the
years in
truth, bro.
Minnesota, we were at Ridge watching them. I remember like after a Sunday, I couldn't wait to hear what you had to say on that Monday
my goodness,
about
bro.
Randy Moss.
Man.
After a big
talent,
game.
man.
What is Ern saying? What is Ern watching this right now?
Man,
Ern, watch him
telling
take
you,
that
bro.
to the house? Like, what is Ern saying?
He was my first NFL game, bro. I ever went to, bro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They played Detroit, bro.
Okay.
They played up in Detroit. My dad took me to that game, bro.
Okay.
Got the scene, bro.
Yeah.
And the crazy part was
Progress.
So yeah, man, Moss was my first game, NFL game my dad took me to, and the crazy part, my first NFL game I played in preseason was the Patriots when Moss was at the Patriots, bro. So
Okay.
it was like I said, once again, one of those dreams come true, watching him warm up, things that he did. I was trying to take all that in.
Oh man, yeah, man.
That was definitely special, bro.
Yeah, man.
Then get in the lineup against my dog, Lawrence Maroney, on the other side.
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
So man, it was like I said, bro. It was one of those dreams come true.
Yeah, that definitely, man. Man, Ern, man, this has been a great interview, man. Salute to you for giving your boy the exclusive.
Man, I appreciate it, James. Like I
yeah.
said, bro, we go way back, bro.
Yeah, man, for sure, man, way back. Again, I really appreciate you coming on the Post Rise podcast and sharing your story today. from Fifth Ave in Columbus, Ohio, to Walnut Ridge, to making big plays in the Big Ten at Minnesota, and even getting the opportunity to step into the NFL locker room with the Ravens. Your journey is powerful. It's a powerful example of what hard work and discipline and perseverance can lead to, right? And I appreciate you also sharing your family and about your family and fatherhood, like the transition, life after football, because those are things that that's what really matters, right? And again, before we get out of here, I want to take the time to thank everyone who tuned in to the Post Rise podcast. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Again, you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. We got the homie Ernest here. We did this one for the city. 4841. Shout out to Columbus, man. This one was a special one, man. We got to make sure that we celebrate our legends, and Ernie Wheelwright is definitely one of them, man. For sure, man. It's been a pleasure,
I appreciate
Ern.
you, James, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Always love, my brother.
No doubt, man. No doubt. All right, Ern.
All right, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Stay there, yeah. Sports talk radio. Highlighting players playing the game. Yeah. OG advice. Wisdom and knowledge plus we in team. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, tap in, and listen to James.
This episode of The Pulse Rise podcast is sponsored by Pulse, Rise CPR and First Aid,